Hi, my name is Hayley, aka the Ice Cream Lady, and this is just a little chat video. I want to have a little yarn with you guys while it is raining. I was about to go on my little adventure and it is raining, and me with the rain, I get really annoying weather depression. Okay, if it rains for more than 2 days, my brain's like, nah, like just nah. And there's not been much sun where I live, and I know it's just that time of year, like this time of year it rains a lot, like a lot. Again, that's fine, but like let me get the angle right, let me get it. But today I wanted to have a little chat about, and I know I've spoken about this a few times in a lot of my videos actually, but I really want to talk about this because I think it's very imperative and it's very important that people remember this. They need to keep this locked in, and it does take time to retrain your brain. But knowing your worth is so vital. Knowing where to put energy into things, knowing when to put energy into things is really vital, and not being harsh on yourself when you realize, that's not really for me, I don't really. Learning that boundary can be really hard as well, like really realizing something isn't for you and you're like, oh damn, I've got to set a boundary in place with not only myself but with whatever the boundary needs to be with. And that can be so hard. Like, I really get it, it can be really hard, but that feeling you get after you set the boundary, you're going to feel a bit proud of yourself. You might be scared of the consequence that might come with setting the boundary, and totally normal, totally normal. Something that I was just reflecting on, like while I was just doing my makeup. Also, sorry about my hair, I'm just like, hair mask. With me personally, with knowing how to, it's taken me a long time. It's taken me a really long time. Like, we're in halfway through 2026, you know. I started learning how to set boundaries in 2024 when I was getting this therapy called DBT therapy, and it's something, don't ask me what it means. I think it helps with emotional regulation, and because I was really struggling with my emotions and learning just how to live my life, really, like, it was that simple. Like, I just didn't know how to control my emotions. I didn't know how to, you're not meant to really control your emotions, you need to learn how to sit with them. That's in a good coping mechanism way. A lot of people also have really different coping mechanisms which can control your life and put your life into a narrative that is not true. I think I've just experienced so much, and I know I'm only like 26 years old and you're like, yeah, you've experienced. No, I really have. I love telling people I know I love telling people my story sometimes because they're always so shocked how I'm still alive, and I'm like, baby, it's gonna take a lot to get rid of me. Like, you know, like, I'm just like, God, I'm stubborn. Like, I'm stubborn. I remember when I told, you know, one of my neighbors back in the day, I remember telling him about my life, and his jaw would drop every time, and he's like, I can't wait to hear more of your stories. I'm like, I don't know where to start with it all, to be quite honest. And I know people can be like really judgy, so I'm just like, not my problem. That's another thing that I just really, I really wanted to talk about, like, where you put your energy and how it can really affect you. Making sure, personally for me, I have a lot of things that make me really happy. And I just think that doing that is important, even if it doesn't look like it's successful now, it doesn't mean it's not going to be successful in the future. Like I said in previous videos, small steps lead to huge things for you. Yeah, that's basically where life has taken me with a lot of different things that I've done. And it does show over time. Like, a lot of people that do know the shit that I've been through in my early 20s, you know, I got a message the other day and it made me really emotional. This individual, she's been in my life since, oh God, I was 20 years old. And she's like, I just want to say, dude, like, you've come such a long way after everything you've been through. And there's stuff that I've been through that I've still not told anyone, because, like, God, you got to keep some things to yourself, girl. Like, jeez. And that message, like she said other things, of course, but, like, she's like, you've really come a long way. Like, you've really, like, you're doing a lot better mentally. You know, you've really done a lot better with your physical health. Like, all this, I did this for myself. People have narratives they like to put through, and it's just like, no. I changed my diet and I got my ass to the gym, and I developed the body the way I developed it. I knew I had to be on a better diet a few years ago for not only my brain, but for my actual body and my health. And my family would always say to me, you need to eat better, it's going to affect you in the future. They were correct. They were correct. So yeah, I really did work on that a lot. And I remember, in 2024, like, I think I got a PT, and I also went to therapy that taught me how to set boundaries, that taught me how to no longer give energy to things that don't give the correct energy back to you. Let's talk about it. There are things out there that will be like synthetic energy. You'll think, and the reason why I say synthetic is because it's energy that you think is helping you, but it's not. It's not. One thing I learned is, like, you can give so much to these friendships, these relationships, and what are they really giving back to you that's really benefiting you from a love standpoint, like that's actually making you feel good. I couldn't say that I had a lot of friendship that I really couldn't say. Sorry, I don't have my hearing aids in again. I really couldn't say that I had a lot of friendships that I could be like, yeah, they make me feel good, because they didn't. I always noticed, like, certain things were really draining me, and I was like, oh, why? I gave a lot of people a lot of chances that I probably shouldn't have. Look, you live and you learn. You do live and you learn, and people will always paint their colours the way they paint them to make them feel better. Go them. That's not my narrative. I find it quite interesting when people do that as well, because it's just like, you can see that people can get really hurt. And, I've been hurt in the past when certain friends have cut me off, but to be fair, I get it, because when I was young, I was a bit young and dumb, dude. Like, I was a bit young and dumb. And I know if I ever see those individuals again, it's not going to be a problem. Because of who I am. What you see is what you get. I'm a genuine bitch. You want to ask me questions? I'll tell you the truth. I can't help it. I struggle with lies. I really do, because 1, my memory won't let me remember them. 2, there is literally no point in lying, because shit comes out in the future anyway. That's what I've always noticed. And so I've always found it funny when individuals would lie to me, or they would just say a white lie or whatever it was, because then the truth would always come out in the future, and I'd be like, I knew it. Something to be really proud of with me is, one day I'm going to be so ready to tell my story. I'm going to feel comfortable in an environment to tell my story and everything that I've been through, but my story is only just beginning as well. That's something that I am quite, it's only just beginning for me. I might be 26. But honestly, I always put the COVID blame out there. COVID took like 5 years off my life. COVID put me in a weird place. It really did. Like, that whole thing put me in such a weird place. And even pursuing certain individuals put me in a really weird place as well. It took some time off of me, and it took time away from me. Knowing where to put your energy is so important. If you finish the day and you're just absolutely exhausted after hanging out with a certain person, or you feel really down, or you feel really like, I know I've gone through so many points in my life where I felt lost. Like in my last video, I was saying how much I just feel so lost. But every time I feel lost, I always find myself. I always do. And I thought to myself, well, I should start making these kind of videos again, because I loved doing it. I stopped doing it because I didn't think I was good enough and all this stupid bullshit. I thought it was dumb, but it's actually not. I realized people probably prefer to just hear me talk and help them, rather than just doing my makeup and helping them. So, but learning where to put my energy is a lot of trial and error. I'm going to be really honest, a lot of trial and error. There's situations even recently I put my energy into, and I'm like, nah, that didn't feel right. That didn't feel right at all. And then that's how you learn. That's literally how you learn. But some people just learn by trial and error. You're not meant to know what to do all the time. You're not meant to have all of the answers now as much as you want to have all the answers now. You're not be learning the same bloody lesson until you're 40. God forbid. God forbid, girl, boy, them. I hope you don't. I really hope you don't need to go to, like, or you might learn that lesson in a different flavour in different ways. That's another one that I've realised. It's like, yep, that just confirmed that I don't like putting my energy there. I don't like putting my time there. If it's not, and I know people can say this all the time, if it's not making you money, making you feel good, why are you doing it? Why are you doing it? What? No reason. That's all I hear. No reason. Why are you doing it? Huh? Some things that do make you feel those things aren't always the best thing for you as well. That's a harsh reality that I learned as well, and I'm probably still gonna learn in the future. Fuck, I hope not. I bloody hope not. I'm so sick of learning certain lessons. I just wanna have fun and feel good. I think that was my issue with feeling lost. Like, I was just like, geez, I don't know what I'm doing with my life. But then that night, you know, editing everything and then posting and then doing all that, I realized I have, and everyone is like this. I don't care if you don't believe in yourself. I believe in you. Everyone has potential in different paths, okay? Everyone's got potential in different paths. And I thought to myself, oh, but you've got all these dreams, like you said in the video. You could just try out different things, and you just never know where it's going to lead you, those different things as well. You know, Scotty Tweed, I don't know, some people might know him, some people don't, I don't care. He used to do this thing called Paw Patrol, and I've brought this up a few times now. Is it Paw Patrol? No, goddamn, what's it called? Oh my god, not Paw Patrol. What the fuck? Prank Patrol. It's called Prank Patrol. Oh my god. Anyway, that was such a good show. Oh, it's actually what made me want to get into makeup, because of like the way they change people's appearances, and I thought that was really cool. But yeah, Scotty Tweed has done a lot of things. That's my point. He's done a lot of things. Like, he's been a DJ. I think he's been a radio host. I saw a video that he posted recently. I think it was on TikTok. I think he's such a lad. He was like basically everything that I'm saying, but so much better. I'll like go see what he's saying. But he's just like, try all these different things, because that's what life is about. You're meant to try all these different things. You're meant to experience all these different things. I put it in my little weekly journal thing that I've got. Try something new every week if you can, or every 2 weeks. That's how it's supposed to be. That's how life is supposed to be. Knowing, and that teaches you experience. It teaches you where to put your energy. It teaches you growth as well. Like that person messaging me saying, you have grown so much, you've worked on yourself so much. And I put myself in my own environment because I wanted to see if I was the problem. I'm gonna be so honest. I was like, I just need to live alone, because I need to see. And everyone goes, if you don't ever need to go through that, good for you, dude, good for you. But I wanted to live alone, because I just wanted to know if I was a problem. I really did. And then I realized, of course, there were certain things that I really needed to work on. But then I was like, no, I'm not really the problem as much as I thought I was. Living alone was one of the best things I've ever done, because I'm in my own energy. I'm in my space. I'm pretty much inspired to do something really groovy every single day. I just started doing this. Like, I don't, hello. You know, I do write music quite often. I have not written a lot of music recently, because I stopped writing music after 2 things. I got my heart a bit broken. My own fault, I guess, because I put energy into something that didn't actually feel the way I did. I thought that person felt the same as me, but they didn't, evidently. And that really hurt me a lot, because I didn't realize. I just didn't realize. I thought we were on the same wavelength, and yeah, I don't think we were. And then my father died. And a lot of people say that with a lot of pain comes a lot of gain. It is very true. It is very true. I was very offended when I got my heart broken, because I was like, I'm good enough. I'm good enough. I knew that. Other people knew that. But the person that hurt my heart didn't seem to know that. And that hurt me a lot. I was like, damn. It's like, oh, rude. But then I realized I don't have to prove anything to anyone but myself. Just like you do. Just like you. You don't need to prove anything to anyone but yourself. You don't need to prove your worth to anyone. If you know you are worth that beautiful love story, if you know you are worth getting a certain job, if you know you are worth whatever your desires have, okay, whatever your little heart desires, and you know you're worth it, don't you dare let anyone get in the way of that. If they try, give them a little, do you want a gold star? Do you want to, I know I got big hands, big plans, babe. I don't know what to tell you. But like, seriously, how do you win letting other people decide what you're worth? You don't win that way. No one does. No one does. No one does. Okay, say The Office didn't make any more seasons after the first season. A lot of people struggle with the first season. I do. Whenever I'm rewatching it, I will watch it, but then I'm just like, oh. You know, I think The Office was actually gonna stop making like seasons after the first season, but I don't know what continued it. I don't know. It was a semi-success when it all came out, but then it boomed into the future. It really boomed. And that's a very big telling. You can tell I'm rewatching it, okay? Look, this is my first time this year. No, wait, I was watching it I literally rewatched it during Christmas as well. I just love it, dude. I just love The Office and Parks and Rec. Deciding to have your own back is vital. It's the same as deciding where you want to put your energy. Say you've got to hang out with these people and you're like, I'm not doing very well. Like, I'm just not doing well mentally, physically, blah, blah, blah. And you generally know in your soul that you need a night in for self-care. That is okay. Sometimes those days when you do push through can be one of the best nights of your life. There is a bit of a seesaw with it. You know, there's some days where it's like you probably should go out and, well, not go out necessarily drinking, but go out with these people, see where it takes you. It actually might be a really nice time. Or that could be a nice teaching moment that, hey, you probably should have trusted your gut and stayed in. I've had many nights like that. I've had many times like that. I've had conversations with people like the past where I'm like, oh, I probably shouldn't have spoken that much to you. I probably shouldn't have revealed that much to you. But hey, you live and you learn. It says a lot about the other person too if they're willing to spread your personal stuff to other people as well. I think that behaviour is quite disgusting. I feel like, wow, what are you revealing about me that you're twisting into a narrative of its own, where I don't even get to have my own back, where I don't even get to explain myself, where I don't even, because I did some really some stupid things when I was a young 20-year-old. Like, I did some stupid things I wish I could take back, but I can't. Like, I literally can't. And I don't have a Back to the Future car that I can just get in and be like, let's go back here. And I can just even if I did tell my younger ass to be like, don't do this, I probably wouldn't have listened. I was very stubborn. I was very ignorant. And it took a lot for me to actually listen to people. Now I've gotten a lot better at it. Whenever like my mum or my family will give me advice on something, I mull over it, and then I start listening. I do. I don't think I would have gotten my heart broken earlier this year if I listened to some people, and late last year if I listened to my people. And I'm like, but I had so much hope. One thing you cannot take away from me is my hope. My hope is so strong. My strength is so strong because I thought to myself, well, I've been through worse. When I was younger, because my decision-making skills were not very great, I was homeless twice, dude. I was living in my car. Twice. One of the situations was not my fault. The decision, I wasn't thinking very clearly, and I moved in with someone that wasn't a good person, and that individual did some things that were very not okay, so I had to leave very quickly. So that was more of a situation that was just really scary as a young woman, so I had to leave very quickly. As I said, I've been through worse, dude. I've been through some really scary, interesting things. That's why when people want to send weird shit my way, I'm always like, I wonder what cake we can make out of this today. Let's turn it into motivation. Let's turn it into strength. Because I have been through a lot of different things. Even the strength that I've had to use with losing my father, it's been a very hard one. I didn't realize how much I was like him, after losing him. And it was just so frustrating because literally months before his passing, I was getting mentally ready to meet him finally at this stage of my life. And then I was like, what? Rude. I have a very annoying sense of humour, but my sense of humour is what saved me. My strength is what saves me, because I'm a determined bitch, and I'm also very strong. And I wanted to be a strong lady, because if I'm ever blessed to have children, I'm going to be a very good mum. Because I had a great mum. And she taught me how to be strong in things that you can't predict happening to you. You can't. Seeing the way my father lived his life, I understand why he is no longer here anymore. Let's leave it at that. But I don't know what this video is for, but it is okay to some days not feel strong. Bro, last week I didn't shower for like 3 days. I literally was struggling so bad. I don't know what it is. Sometimes my depression really loves to fuck with me. And making sure I do those self-care things, like I said in my last video, it's quite vital for someone like me that struggles with depression. Mental health is very important to me as well. But also knowing who to give energy to and knowing when to let certain people go is also imperative to not only your survival, but to your life. If you deep down know in your life that person really, really shouldn't be anywhere near you anymore, say goodbye. It's gonna feel weird. It's gonna feel really weird. You might feel guilty for weeks. You might have mutual friends that are like, hey, this person missed. That's not my problem. If someone misses me, that's their issue, isn't it? Not mine. No. It's sometimes you've got to let them, that drawing where you see that person's like hands bleeding because they're holding on to the rope, and the other person, and then the person lets go of the rope, and their hands have healed a whole week or a month later. Habit is huge. Habit is what makes people hold on to certain energies. Habit is what makes people not let go of a lot of things in their life, because it's a habit that they're so used to. Like the habit of comfortability will literally ruin your life. It did mine for a long time. And I thought, you know what, I'm never going to find these connections, and I'm not going to find this connection. And I'm always proven wrong. And I love it. I remember like accidentally falling for this guy at the end of last year. I remember before that I was like, nah, I'm never gonna find anyone that's on my level that I'm not gonna connect with. And I swear I like manifested that whole situation, because I was like, the next guy I fall in love with, he's gonna be on my level. It's gonna be that feeling, it's gonna be that spark. And it kind of was. But that was just a weird situation that I'm not probably ever going to try and talk about again after this. But that was a very weird situation. You gotta laugh about it, bro. Otherwise, what's the point? What's the point in experiencing that shit if you can't laugh about it? But I just really want to reiterate, like, don't let habits and energies and the idea of comfortability keep you in one place. Every time I step out of my comfort zone, I'm rewarded for it in a way. Every time I just do something that's hard but I know it's best for me, I'm rewarded for it. I feel a lot better. It might not be the biggest reward you ever see. It might not be the biggest, but I feel a lot better after getting rid of a lot of habits that I was comfortable with in the past. I feel so much better. I feel like I'm more myself now with a lot of things as well. And like as I said, when I'm down, I'll push harder. It might not be day 1, day 2, day 3, but I'll push hard eventually. Don't you worry, because I have too much potential to not. Just like you do. Everyone has potential in different paths. Always remember that. And I hope you're having a good day. And if you're not, that is more than motherfucking okay. Because one day, it will be a good day. Thanks for watching. I hope you didn't mind. If you guys like these videos, I'll do them more. You know I can talk for hours. You know I can talk for a long time. I'm also going to do some, I do want to try doing some cooking videos with you guys, because I think that would really help me personally. And yeah, so if you guys want to see that, I'm going to do it anyway. Until I see you next time, have a good day. Also, do you like my makeup? It took me 20 minutes! 20 minutes! Bit flex, but okay. Yeah, flex on what you're good at, okay? Okay, bye. Bye, 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 bye. Also, one more thing. Don't ever let anyone make you feel bad for doing shit that makes you happy. Period. I'm so serious, dude. I don't know if I'm talking to myself when I say this, but I'm so serious. That's how you know someone or their energy is not for you. Like, I know, like, everything is energy. It's bloody science. You can't say it's woo-woo when I'm talking about this stuff. Everything is bloody energy, mate. Don't ever let anyone make you feel bad for doing shit that makes you happy, that is not hurting anyone. Okay? If you have a commitment to yourself, just like if you're going to the gym. Like, I remember in the past I'd pursue certain guys, like when I was like when I was younger, okay? Another young talk. But like, they'd make me feel bad for going to the gym. And I'm like, bruh, get off it. Honestly, what, you think I'm gonna change because you don't like it? I ain't for you then, my dude. That's just something I really wanted to say. Like, don't ever let anyone make you feel bad for doing shit that makes you happy, just because you're disciplined in a certain way that they might not be. That's not your problem. That's not your problem. What? That's not your problem. If people make you feel bad for not being there for certain things as well, because you couldn't be there for yourself, and they expected you to be there for them while you were struggling, that's not your problem. That's not your problem. People are just weird, and they might not even know that they're trying to make you feel bad. They might not even realize. I think vocalizing that is a really important thing as well. But if someone brings you a lot of joy and happiness and is important to you, and you're not hurting anyone, that is more than okay, maybe. Alright? I just had to say that. I was like, there's one more thing. I just really had to say it. Just retract your energy a bit. Like, it's your life, man. I know my life is going to be in a completely different spot this time next year. I already know that. It's not a manifested thing. I just know that. I just know it. Even by the end of this year, even by like halfway through the end of this year, I'm going to be in a very different place. I can feel it. In my tits, girl. You know, Mean Girls. She wasn't lying. Women know. We bloody know. But yeah. I don't know. I just felt like I had to say that. Like, don't ever let anyone make you feel bad for feeling the way you do. Yeah. That's their narrative to pursue, not yours. Okay? Good. Thanks for listening, my dudes. Bye.